Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Anna and this is the reading for Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so here we are midweek. Hope you had a wonderful beginning of the week. And let's get into this reading, okay? This is a straight shooter type of reading. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords, the Devotee of Coins, okay? And then we've got the Well Watcher on the Oracle side of the house because I love having the tarot side of the house and the oracle side of the house because that's how I've been doing it since inception, right? That's just the way I like it. Anyhow, so Five of Swords in this deck in the Tarot Delphi. I'm not going to go into the history of it. You can actually acquire this deck and read the history. Each card is based on art. It's a beautiful deck. But anyhow, it's a very interesting image, okay, because this woman went through hell and back, okay? She was put through hell, literally. I mean, her husband made her life impossible. She, you just have to read up on this, okay? But when he returned one day from war, he came back and he basically, the concubine he had a hooker on the side and a kid, and she was like, oh hell no, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And what did she do? She killed him. Yep, and that's why you see this here, and blood, and it's all bloody back there and dark and creepy, and she could give a rat's ass, right? So yeah, heads were rolling. So that's what this Five of Swords is about. It is a card of heads that are rolling or wanting to gain revenge, like, have revenge, have your revenge, the sweet revenge, right? That kind of thing. It's a mean, there's a mean streak in this card, and it's not, how do I say this? It's not like if you went through a betrayal of sorts that you don't deserve to have your revenge, but be wise, right? That's basically what I'm going to say there. Also, violence is not the answer, so that's just going to land you in jail, okay? Even an altercation that gets out of control, just words can land you in jail. Not that any of you are going to be in that situation. I'm just talking and talking and talking here. But the Five of Swords, it is a card of revenge. There's someone who suffered this cruelty and it's just so hurtful, something just like, it was like that was it, you blacked out and you're just gonna wig out on someone, right? So we're going to avoid that. But this card is also coming to represent the past. So if in the past you have engaged in that revenge work, whatever it was that you did for that revenge, that's something that you can put behind you now, okay? Because that was the past. We learn, there are people out there and go, oh, everything goes light and love and this and that, but people genuinely are hurt and they feel hate and they feel sad and all kinds of things. We all go through these emotions and shit happens, life happens, and as part of accepting the shadow side of life of who we are, right? That shadow aspect is recognizing that, oh, damn, like, yeah, I shouldn't have reacted in a certain way, or if I could turn back the hands of time, that kind of thing. If I can go back and talk to the younger me, I would advise myself, to X, Y, and Z. You follow, right? So anyway, the Five of Swords is that type of energy. The past hurts, the things that we carry around, and so we just have to let those go. We've got to let those go, okay? That's all. Now things become lighter. So we've got the shadow side of things, acknowledging that, okay, and it's interesting, we have one woman here, and they're in there's two different images, okay? One is emerging from that darkness, right? You see how she's got that curtain drawn and she could give a crap. That's like her lair, And over here you have the Devotee of Coins. Beautiful. This is a pleasant photograph. The photograph and the Devotee of Coins, which is like the Page of Coins. It signifies pleasure and beauty and blooming and blossoming, okay? So it's emerging and blossoming. There's a statue of Aphrodite in the back here. So it's really embracing that femininity. So we've gone from this this ragged look, like just cold and crass, and a moment where we weren't trying to feel like this, like all pretty or whatever, or handsome or whatever. So we go from this to blossoming, and blossoming into something different, something new. Okay, so that's all this is about. There's a contrast here, and I like how the woman here in this image she has a rose in her hand, and she's contemplating the bouquet of roses here. Okay, so there's a sense of peace, there's sensuality that comes from this, but really it's more about the beauty and the femininity, and not being so hard pressed or hard-nosed about something. It's contrast completely with the Five of Swords, the cold, the steel, cold as steel, and hard as steel, cold as ice. We're moving away from that, okay? We're moving away from that period, and we're seeing things blossoming, and we're accepting our new selves, our new life, our new beginning. Okay, so it's a totally different type of interpretation based on these images. Okay, not traditional tarot definitions or whatever, the cookie cutter. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not going to apologize. That's not cookie cutter, not today. All right, now the well watcher. Okay, so the oracle side of the heart, the oracle side of the heart is what I said. I meant to say the oracle side of the house, but of the heart. Okay, the well watcher. It says here, wisdom and power of the divine. Okay, so but the well represents is the divine, and the divine is calling. So we're being called to the well. We're going to the well. We're going to gain some knowledge, something that we're going to absorb from the well. So we're being called to the well, which is the source, and we're going to absorb this something which is positive, okay, and it's going to aid us and help us. Okay, this card also means that we might be receiving again assistance. So we've had that theme of the people coming in and assisting. So if someone is calling you, and again the well is the divine, but the well can also be a source, a source, the well of information, the well of a network, something. When you're being called, you might want to, you answer, you absorb, and there's something that you're going to grasp that is favorable. We've got the blooms here, and the blooms, something blossoming and wonderful and pleasurable, and not in the sensuous sense. I'm not looking at sensuality here. It doesn't look like relationship anything. I'm not looking at relationship anything here, but there is something that it's blossoming, and we need to be aware that when we're receiving these calls, that we should answer. Let these positive experiences and situations, okay, let these people come into your life, let them blossom, let things unfold and blossom. Okay, so that's what we're being called to do. We're moving away from the cold and the steel and the hard press, right? Like, we're moving away from that. We're moving away from all this hurt and the pain that we felt in the past. And if whatever your reasoning has been to, the hurts that have occurred, and you've been feeling that cold, you've been feeling like heads need a roll, this card is going to lay that to rest based on the other cards, the other two cards, okay? If that makes any sense. I hope it does. It's a general reading, and it's difficult at times to generalize, but I am feeling passionate about this. We are receiving that call. The well watcher is there. We're being called to the source, okay? And you can apply this reading in however it is that it will apply to you, whether this is a spiritual or something or whatever it is. You are the one that are going to ultimately apply this to your life and interpret it and decipher it and understand it, right? Okay? Digest it. Let it simmer in your mind. Let it digest it, and then when that light bulb clicks on, you're gonna get it. Okay? 'Cause that's how these things work. Sometimes we don't get them the first time around. We may not get them the second time around, but we're gonna get them. We get it when that light bulb clicks on. Oh, it's like, oh wow, right? Okay. Not to, I'm off topic, but anyway, back on topic. We're being called. We must answer. Okay, and just let these new experiences and people and situations and things, whatever it is that these opportunities are going to offer you, like what, how do I say this? Like whatever the source is, it's going to provide you with something, whatever that is. Whether it's the spiritual help, whether it's financial help, whether it's help with your relationships. I mean, you get this. Help with a job search, help with this, that, the other, whatever it is. Just let it blossom. This is your time. And the Devotee of Coins is saying it's your time. You're beginning anew afresh. And that's all. That's all I've got. We're beginning new and afresh. Have a blessed next 2 days. And I will see you here for the weekend reading. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.